Now let's talk about the vitamin K, which is considered as, you can remember that one by coagulation. All right. So vitamin K coagulation helps in coagulation, helps in your conversion of prothrombin to thrombin in your factors, in your clotting factors, and different clotting factors, 7 and other clotting factors. So I'm keeping it light, very easy, so you just get it. Vitamin A helps in coagulation, those prothrombin, thrombin, you must have an idea regarding them one. And another thing is also, which is also a function of this vitamin K, is actually helps in the gamma carboxyglutamate. So what is gamma carboxyglutamate? Let me talk about this. So let me add. All right, let me add this coagulation gamma carboxyglutamate together, so to make it as easy as possible. The vitamin K is actually required in the hepatic synthesis of prothrombin and the blood clotting factors that I have discussed, 2, 7, 9, and 10, and protein C and S. So to be active, these clotting factors require vitamin K dependent. What is this? This is vitamin K dependent, that is a gamma carboxylation of the glutamic acid residues present in these clotting factors. So these clotting factors are actually with the gamma carboxylated glutamic acid residues in them are the mature clotting factors. If you have got the gamma carboxylated glutamic acid, so they are considered as the mature you can say that clotting factors. So these two things are important regarding helping the coagulation of the vitamin K. Now let's move towards the vitamin E. That is also the active form is alpha tocopherol. That is the active form of the vitamin E. So you have to remember a few things regarding it. It is the strongest. I have wrote strong only, but it's the strongest among all the vitamins, comparing with the antioxidant. We have got ascorbic acid, which also acts as an antioxidant, but this one is the stronger than other antioxidant vitamins. All right. So it's also help in the prevention of oxidation of LDL. Three things: alpha tocopherol is the vitamin A active form, strong oxidant. That's the main point regarding it. All right, and it actually prevent the oxidation of LDL. Mostly the ask in MCQs or in your BCQs that which vitamin actually prevent the oxidation of LDL. So this is this one. So last but not the least, vitamin D. All right, so vitamin D, the active form is 1,2,5 dihydroxy D3 active form. A bit confusing, but it's not really easy. Look at this one. 1,2,5, which means there are two hydroxyl group. Di means two hydroxyl groups in the vitamin on the places of carbon number 1, 2, and one is on the carbon number 1 and other is on the carbon number 25. So there are two hydroxy group on carbon number 1 and carbon number 25 in the vitamin D3. All right, so vitamin D active form is 1,25 dihydroxy D3, which is active form. So right. So in the skin, all right, I have read it. In the skin, this vitamin D is actually in the form of 7-dehydrocholesterol. So this 7-dehydrocholesterol is actually going to be converted into vitamin D3. So this vitamin D3 is going to be converted into the vitamin. It is going to be converted. Vitamin D3 is skin 7-dehydrocholesterol converted to the vitamin D3. D3 is going to be converted to the 2,5-hydroxy D3. And again, this is going to hydrolyze. There's a 2-process hydroxylation of D3. So this is again going to convert into 1,2,5-dihydroxy D3 active form, which is also the last stage. So vitamin D, after 2 hydroxylation, you can say, is going to convert into the active form, which is this one. I'm writing in the active form AF, which is this one, 125 dihydroxy D3 active form. All right, and skin is present in the 7-dehydrocholesterol. You have heard of it by the doctor that you have to sit in this under the sun in the morning time or in the evening time. That means that you have to get the sun, which actually is sunlight, or there are particular rays which actually convert the skin 7-dehydrocholesterol, which is present in your skin, converted into the vitamin D3. That's simple D3, or you can say cholecalciferol, and which is actually going to vitamin D3 is going to be converted to this process finally into the active form 125 through the hydroxylation process. So the main function of the vitamin D is really main function is maintenance of plasma calcium level. So one thing I have to tell you before talking about the maintenance of plasma calcium level. You have to remember the vitamin D is the most toxic of all the vitamins, because if vitamin D is increased, it's going to create a problem. If it's going to decrease, it's also going to create a problem. In both cases, this guy is going to create a lot of problem because it maintains the plasma calcium level. So when you require more calcium, if you have deficient of calcium, it is going to take the vitamin. What happens? The calcium is going to come from your bones. If it is, vitamin D actually helps in the absorption from your intestine, the absorption of the calcium from your intestine, and also help in the from the retention from your kidneys. So you can simply remember it by this one, that it maintains the plasma calcium level. Also, the parathyroid hormone plays a big role in the maintenance of this guy, calcium, in the plasma. All right, we're talking about only plasma. We're not talking about bones. Remember this one. And one thing in the last, we have to remember that in the deficiency of vitamin D, we are going to rickets. Rickets is actually in the children, or you can say rickets cause in the children, weakness of the bones, but osteomalacia in adults. So if somebody asks you in which case the bones become much softer, easy, you would be saying rickets. No, it's not rickets, it's osteomalacia, which is in adults. So adults, what happens in osteomalacia? There's a demineralization of the vitamin of the calcium from your bones. All right, so this is it regarding all the vitamins. So I hope I had clear all the ideas to make it easy as possible. If you have any queries or any question, if you think I have made a really little bit silly mistakes, please do make sure to write them in comment and let us know what would you like a lecture on, and we will try to make it as easy as possible. Thank you, and keep visiting Tides Schooling.